welcome back to Random Doll Account. It's Cheyenne again in the little corner. So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I wanted to do a series, and fair warning, this is pre-recorded. I wanted to do a series that I thought could be fun or helpful or a little bit different in the Integrity Toys community, especially because, it's a long wait between all of the different releases. So I thought what would be fun is if we talk about underrated or undervalued dolls from the top three brands, Poppy Parker, Fashion Royalty, and New Face. So this series is being pre-recorded by me. Hi. That's why I look the same in all of them, in order to just kind of get the ball rolling. Just so you all know, any of my experienced Integrity Toys collectors, I am having a little bit of a lilt to this series in that I know a lot of people in the doll collecting community that are very intimidated by the idea of the W Club and Integrity Toys. And they're like, oh, wow, they're so beautiful. But, the prices on them go up like 6-7 times on the secondary market. And I'm not going to join a club if I don't understand what the deal is about. And I'm like, yeah, no, dude, I get it. Because that's kind of how my reaction was. So this one is a little bit like, I do put a lot of, thought into those types of people whenever we're talking about this particular video. So let's set some ground rules. Number one, under $200. I know that some of you guys are like, okay, but what about a steep discount? Like, what if we want something like super low? Don't worry about it. There are dolls on here that are even less than $100, to be honest with you, on this list that are complete dolls. It's just, I also acknowledge the fact that there are other dolls in the Integrity Toys realm that are either gift sets or extremely popular characters. And all of those are going to just constitute always a little tiny bit more than what the original sale price was. Second of all, I am looking at least 5 sold listings on eBay in order to get a price average for you all. The reason why I'm not going a little bit into like the deeper stuff or the more indie stuff or the rare stuff, even if it's cheap, is because, okay, it might be cheap whenever it was sold 4 years ago, but we don't know what that would look like now. So I don't think that it's fair to kind of assume that one is going to show up right now and that the average buyer is going to be able to get it for 20-30 bucks, Part 3, complete dolls, no basics, no parts. Reason why is because in my experience with Integrity Toys, I did buy a basics. I actually bought 2 basics and then I bought 1 complete doll, and that was Fit to Print Naja Rhymes whenever I first started. And I like my basics dolls? Yeah, but I found that I understood what Integrity Toys was about more whenever I had the complete doll in my hands. So for the sake of like the newer people, I'm kind of keeping that in mind. Last but not least, price listings are relevant to the day that I grabbed them. So the day that I got all of the prices was on the 27th of June. 2025. I don't know if, Integrity Toys is going to have some like massive release in the next 2 weeks that's going to cause some of this to be delayed, but I just wanted to make sure that is very clear. My intention is to kind of spread this out over 3 weeks, but life happens. So there we go. Now, the first doll that I have on this list, here we go. Okay, that's going to be Suited for Travel Poppy Parker. Average eBay price is $176.70, and the last 5 sale prices are $150, $124.99, $200, $149, and $183. I personally own this doll, and I can tell you, mini gift set, that's great, right? Like whenever you get a mini gift set, that means that you get a lot of different things to play with and kind of enjoy. And for $176.70, you better, right? So I think that that's great. I also think that she's a good neutral doll, right? You get Hungarian skin tone, you get this beautiful blonde hair, you get Poppy and her kind of signature, which has always been blue. Poppy Parker and blue seem to go like this, right? Peanut butter and jelly. So I definitely think that she's kind of an easy doll to like. She's an easy doll to dress. She's an easy doll to, generally get along with in a collection. And if you're coming from like a Barbie community, for example, this would be a great thing to just add in general. Reason why she's so cheap. She was one of the W Club dolls. So I think that she was the first one for 2023, which means that there's a lot of her because you could just pre-order her one per membership. So that's why she has a very high edition size. So that's why she hasn't gone up all that much. And to be honest with you, she's a great grab. If you can grab her, I would. So second one. Lemon Lullaby Poppy Parker, another one that I own. The average eBay price is $130.63. Our last five sales prices are $140, $122.50, $130.65, and $120. So this is one you get under the original price point. And the reason why, there's a lot of her because she was a registration doll. So a lot of her out there. And she also is the third of a 3-part color variant series. So there is oh my god, I have all three. I have the original powder puff, I have the pink powder puff, and then this final one, the yellow. This is a big doll. So fair warning, just so you know. She is worth it because she really makes a statement. Very, very fluffy, very, very puffy, very, very lacy, very, very frilly. She's a lot of doll. And if you like a doll that you're like, dang, I'm getting a lot of doll for like $130, there she is. She makes a statement. And so if you're one of my people that likes that, also if you're looking for more of a darker skinned poppy doll, I think that she's great as well. She's beautiful. She has this neutral skin tone. Sometimes some doll companies like to like slap blue eyes and like bright red lipstick on a like darker skin doll and call it a day. And I don't think that this one does that as much. I think that she just looks naturally beautiful and very tastefully done. So 2 thumbs up doll for me. I don't know why she's underpriced. I mean, I do, but I would pick her up if I were a new collector right now, is all I'm saying. So the third one that I have on this list is a pre-ski asset Poppy Parker. A little bit more expensive, but I promise you she's worth it. I own her, okay? Her average eBay price is $184.53. And she can go from any low of $168 to a high of $208. So, of course, I highly suggest you go on the lower end of that. This is one where my mentality was, okay, brunette poppies. People really love a brunette poppy. If you're looking for a good brunette at a decent price, I think that she's kind of the one. She comes with a lot of different accessories. She has multiple different pairs of boots. She has multiple different pairs of hands. She has multiple different pairs of feet. I think that you could use those skis in a lot of different things. So I was like, you can definitely see the value for money here. I also think that her face, I mean, I know that some people find this particular face screening to be intimidating looking. Personally, I have this one, and then I have another one with this facial screening, way less intimidating in real life. I will also add that she is very neutral, this pitch black hair with this tan skin and a very neutral face, I think is really good for redressing and really playing with your doll. So I think that for $184.53, undervalued, underrated, but solid doll, solid pickup. And if I weren't already in the W Club, I think that this is definitely one to watch. All right. This one. I know that some people are going to be mad at me for this one, but it's okay. I'm okay with getting heat. Blue Skies Poppy Parker. Okay. Her average eBay price is $176.70. You can get her at a low of $147.50 or a high of $198.50. So she's right in the smack dab middle of kind of what I was talking about regarding price. So, criticisms. A lot of longtime poppy collectors are like, this is a super duper basic poppy. Like, this is so classic poppy that I have 10 million of her. And I would say, yeah, you're right. I agree with you. um, but if you're looking for a kind of like redheaded poppy, um, she's kind of your best bet regarding undervalued, underrated. And if you're looking for a super duper classic looking poppy, I think that she's also a good option for you. Um, not everyone is going to start in 2009, you know. Some people start later on, and I think that this doll is good for those people that want to get into poppy at a cheaper price point, who want that very, very classic ginghamy type of style, 1950s, you know, the house down, but they don't want to pay, you know, the prices of the early Poppy Parker dolls. And that's why I put her on this list. I think that she is good for what she is. She doesn't have to be for everybody, which is why she's the price point that she is. But if you are one of my newer collectors, I think that if you have a certain vision in mind for your first Poppy of what you want, I think that this is a good thought to have, you know? And last but not least, so I gave you the super basic poppy, you know, super simple, super whatever. I'm throwing in a wild card, baby. Galaxy Girl Poppy Parker. This is the cheapest Poppy Parker that you'll probably ever see in your entire life. $97.80 for a complete new in box doll. That is the average eBay price. You can get her for as low as 85 bucks and for as high as 140. That is killer. I got this doll from a dealer for $98 like 2 years ago. And I was like, oh, that's a great price. It has stayed a great price. And the reason why, I think it's a little bit obvious. She's kind of a left field doll, right? Not only that, but they made like 3,000 of her. They made so much of this doll. Like they made so many of her. And she's kind of weird. You know, like if you like aliens, if you like robots, if you like sci-fi stuff, if you're kind of having an inkling for that type of, you know, doll, and you want a poppy and you want a good deal and you want to look at Integrity Toys quality without, you know, sacrificing on the price point, there she is. Yeah, I mean, you can't really say no to $97.80 average eBay price, especially if you get her for like 85. You know, that's a great price to get started on Integrity Toys. Yeah, sure, a weird spot because this is a super duper common, well known, very weird poppy, but I own her and I love her. I love this like the like ray gun. I love her like mirror thigh high boots. I love her like color scheming. I know it's poppy and blue again, but hey, the girl is pink. Give her a break, right? And I love the alien stuff. I really do. I mean, literally, you can see my robots right there, right? So for me, this is a win. I understand why it's not everybody's cup of tea, but if we're talking about underrated, undervalued, I mean, come on, kind of the poster child, right? So that's my top 5 of the dolls that I think are underrated. But I'm going to add an additional kind of spanner into this, and that is Chum Bucket dolls. Yes, Chum Bucket from SpongeBob. And these are dolls that I don't personally like them. And I don't think a lot of people do because of how low their price is. But if you like them, heck yeah, you get a deal. Okay, so in no particular order, we've got Brimming with Blossoms Poppy Parker. She's up here. As you can see, she comes with a lot of accessories, but the accessories themselves are kind of basic. And then she's also a brunette poppy. She also has like a lighter skin tone. So if you're looking for a brunette poppy with a lighter skin tone and you're somebody who likes to redress, I really think that Brimming with Blossoms is a good option for you. Second one. This is another one that's kind of in the same vein as Galaxy Girl, which is We Love Poppy. So kind of in left field, came from the same event too. So if that tells you anything. This Poppy is so cool, but there's one major, major problem with her that really just brings down the price. And the problem is the hair. So the hair is in silver, which if you're a long-time Integrity Toys collector, you would know that silver hair with any Integrity Toys release is like It's 50-50 if it's going to show up bright yellow or if it's going to show up like silvery white blonde. So if I were a purchaser of We Love Poppy, I would also probably be a hair restyler as well. Just so you know, silver is going to come up a lot. The silver hair color is going to come up a lot in the other videos because it's just a thing. Um, I would restyle the hair. I'd probably reroot it in either black or white in order to kind of take out the yellowness. And then what I would do is I would restyle it back into this original hair and then I would keep it pushing. But there's a lot of good things to like about this doll. It's a mini gift set. You get a lot of accessories. You get a lot of cool stuff with this doll. She's in black and white, which is super fun, grayscale. If you're somebody who likes Shadow High, I think that this doll would be a super fun like entry doll for you. Yeah, and that's pretty much that on that. It's my party Poppy. Sorry that my face is covering. Here, let's see if I can move. There we go. Okay, it's my party Poppy. Um, she comes from the same series as Blue Skies, but I like Blue Skies better than this one, and here's why. I feel like Blue Skies was way more cohesive. My problem with It's My Party Poppy is that all four different colors just kind of feel like blocks that are not really like put together in a very smooth, congruent way. I wish that one color were off the chopping block. The white gloves with the blue top, with the green middle, with the salmon bottom. I just want something to break up this. Maybe like if the gloves were blue or green. Yeah. And then like I don't know. Maybe like the shoes also need to be a different color. I'm just looking at this and I'm just seeing like way too much, but so simplistic that it's just kind of blah. Once again, though, if you like a brunette Poppy, if you like a really pretty, very like classical style face, a good option for you. If you like this dress, hey, the win's a win. I'm a purveyor of bad taste, so don't listen to anything that I'm saying. If you like something, if you like it, then that's why I'm showing it to you, because I want you to know it's a good deal. So take it and run with it and enjoy it. And then last but not least, Ultraviolet Poppy. So for me, this doll, I'm like, I don't know. I think it's one of those things where I can acknowledge that each individual element is good, but I don't like the whole bit. I'm not a big fan of a Hime cut, so that automatically just makes me like, it has to be the right doll for me to be okay with a Hime. And then on top of it, like I feel like I the coat with the small tiny little hot pants with the boots with the long sleeve shirt with the hat, I'm like, where are you going, girl? You are climate confused. I think that might be my problem with her. She is climate confused. I'm like, where are you going? Like, what is happening here? What? She has a lot of elements that are really cool, could be easy to redress. I also like her skin tone. I also like her I like her face. I think that her face is pretty. She has this kind of neutrality that I think is good for a first Poppy. I think something needs to change. I think it's either the hot pants or it's like the coat. I don't know which one it is, but something's got it. No, it's probably the hat. I don't know. Something's got to give for me, but that's why she's on my chum bucket, but she is a good deal. Now, with all of that being said, so this is the end of the video. Um, I am like kind of confused by the recording structure, so I'm just doing it right here. If you are interested in, seeing more of the content like this, go ahead and subscribe. Content's always free. I post on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Yes, Wednesdays and Saturdays. And you know what? That's kind of turning out to become hell or high water for me. So that kind of works out for you. And if you are, interested in anything like starting up a conversation or whatever, please go ahead and comment down below. I love hearing comments and I always respond back to them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.